XSS vulnerabilities. They are often found in search forums of logins or the script name or any other variable that will be echoed directly in the response page. And it allows users to inject malicious code that runs on the client. So you can add JavaScript, HTML, or embedded objects, or in Internet Explorer you could try to embed VB script. Okay, I have some small example to make more clear what the non-persistent cross-site scripting okay. What a non-persistent cross-site scripting is for. And to show you, I have a search page where you can enter a search string, and he will go and look through the database. I'll just type something. I will increase size a bit to make it more clear, I think. Is it readable from the back? No, eh?
If you have a mouse, you could just use your fingers to make it.
I need to figure out what my numlock is. The numlock. Okay. So the item with the name was not found, and as you can see, one of the parameters I enter in this forum is directly reflected in the response, and so is a possible victim for cross-site scripting. To check if cross-site scripting is possible, I have this very classical cross-site scripting example. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, thanks. And if the attack works out well, it will pop up an alert window, and that will show the number 1 in this case. And you can see that the JavaScript I've added in the search box was executed on the client machine. In this case, it's reflective, so it's the same machine as who injected it into the request parameters. Okay. Back to the presentation. Okay. And the same goes for logging forums, where sometimes the name after a false login is reflected in the results page, and that could lead to cross-site scripting. Non-persistent, also called reflective. And as you can see on the slide, it's not only a problem for get or post variables, but it also it can also exist in other variables as host name, script name, or other things that are included in the HTTP request. Now we're going to talk about non-persistent cross-site scripting that is a bit more dangerous than the other ones. It can be used in a link on a website. Oh, we're still at non-persistent, sorry. I was one sheet ahead. Non-persistence can be used to make a malicious link on the website to lure someone into opening the link and so executing the client-side script. It can be used for spear phishing, and I have a little example of that. I believe, I hope the link is still up. It's not up. I had an example of that, but too bad, too bad. But the cross-site scripting link can be added to the email, and when someone clicks on the link, he will be redirected to what he thinks is a valid site. But in that site, the attacker could have injected some malicious code, some fake login screens, or other things. And it can also be used in other places where you can use HTML links, like in this presentation. And you'll see a JavaScript executed that was never on the real website. It's injected in the URL. As you can see above here, it's a bit small. Let's see if I adjust a little bit. So it gets a bit more clear. Is it readable in the back now? This is still too small. Okay. So as you can see, I've appended the malicious JavaScript to the end of the URL that I used in this presentation. And while the attacker of the viewer thinks this is a perfect legitimate site, the attacker could have given it any content he wanted. By changing the content of the document body. I'm still missing out something. Yeah, whatever. So this is not the worst variant of the